Does being pro-life limit our freedom? I think a fair definition of freedom is to be able to act, speak, or think however we want. When we think about potential things that limit our freedom, we think of external things, like rules and laws. Commonly, we miss the biggest obstacle that limits our freedom, which is ourselves. Being pro-life is a beautiful thing. Pro-lifers are always looking out for the quote-unquote victim in the life on war. Victims like an unborn child, an elderly person, or a helpless soul. Those people truly don't have freedom to choose their destiny because someone else is making that choice for them. On the other end, people who aren't pro-life usually feel like they are forced into making decisions. Feeling forced to make a decision isn't freedom at all. So does being pro-choice actually mean you get to make your own choices? Let's look at the murder of innocent children, for instance. The main reasons for abortions are possible financial strains, being unready for real responsibility, or being afraid of causing relationship issues. On top of that, women are also forced by others to kill an unborn baby, whether it be a partner or a parent pressuring them. Reasons like these are inflicting on our freedom. The couple who has to decide on whether or not to get an abortion feels trapped, like they don't have a choice in the matter or their life will change drastically. The couple also didn't think about the choice they had to engage in intercourse, because frankly, a lot of the time, they don't have the freedom to choose against intercourse due to addictions, pressures, or following emotions rather than following reason. Obviously, not everyone who engages in intercourse is forced, but the rate of unwanted pregnancies is at a whopping 50%. That tells me 50% of the time, people wanted to engage in intercourse, but didn't want to be responsible for the consequences. When a person is able to think rationally and reasonably, they make decisions that best impact their lives. If you are engaging in intercourse because your passions dictate such, then you are not free to make your own choices. Your urges make your choices for you. On top of that, how does the child get to choose to live? A right that all humans have naturally. Or frankly, none of us would be alive. Now let's look at euthanasia, for instance. Suffering forces people to feel that a life needs to be taken in order to relieve one's stress, or relieve the loved one's stress. That isn't a free choice. That is struggle forcing us to take an easy road out of life. That is another right, the right to live, which is every person's right until natural death. Now that we have looked at how being quote-unquote pro-choice isn't really a choice, is being pro-life limiting to our freedoms? No. It allows us to think rationally like humans should think. It allows us to control our emotions and allows us to make decisions not based on feelings, but reality. Everyone has the right to life, and everyone has equal dignity. Having the freedom to choose what is right over what feels good is the ultimate freedom. We are ultimately always bound by what controls our ability to make decisions. So let's make the decision to be free. Let's conquer our urges and our temptations and allow true freedom to be unlimited so that we may better glorify God.